Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 where I'm telling you about what I'm doing to launch my program, my online branding and marketing program, and the steps I'm taking to make that a reality. So yesterday I talked to you about migrating my website, which has been a nightmare, but I'm still really excited about using Squarespace because the template I'm using is really beautiful and I really like it. And again, going back to the fact that I can add some third-party pop-up apps to help facilitate building my email subscription base and stuff like that. So I finished my About Me section yesterday, which is going to be the biggest portion of my website. I finally finished it yesterday, so now I just need to build a couple other pages involving having a place for my podcast where I interview strategists from around the world and get their tips, tricks, and advice on branding, on navigating branding, marketing, and advertising as an entrepreneur on your own. So I need to get a page for that, which is going to be really simple, and then after that also today, we'll be looking at what pop-up apps I want to integrate into the website. So Squarespace provides pop-up services. I've only been building my website so far, so I haven't had time to really look into if it's really good or not. But from what I've seen, some people who were making pop-up apps for Squarespace have fizzled up or dried up or whatever. They've gone away because of Squarespace integrating this new service. So it might be good. If I'll also be looking at Privy and Paoli. Paoli I think is more for kind of like if you're gearing your website for like shopping, like e-commerce and stuff. So I'm gonna be looking into that. And then my email subscription software that I'm using is MailChimp, and they also have a pop-up integration that you can add to Squarespace. So the beauty of this is that you can use Squarespace because they already have it available if you're just want everything streamlined. However, what's great, and one of the reasons why, again, I moved to Squarespace is that it's a website builder, so it makes website building a lot easier instead of having to code everything yourself or pay somebody to code everything like you would for WordPress. But it also provides you the option if you want to integrate or make custom integrations for more like advanced kind of stuff. They let you within certain restrictions, but they'll let you go into the code and add things yourself. So you just copy and paste code that's provided by these third-party apps and integrate it into your website with a click, which is really great. So you got a little bit of freedom, but at the same time, you're not having to build everything. So the pop-up is made for you. It's designed for you. You just integrate it, and then you kind of customize it as you want. So there's that. And then my podcast, I'm still editing this. I'm not done with this. I've learned that with the podcast, you have to record your audio and their audio completely separately. Like both of you, when you're recording, you need to put in your headphones because if both are recording both audios, so like if the entire conversation, what I'm saying and what they're saying is being recorded on both ends, then you have like double the editing to do. And this is how green I am. I didn't realize I wasn't really thinking about how much editing that would require. So now for my podcast interviews, I'm just having them only record their voice on their end, not recording mine at the same time on their end, if that makes sense. So the only thing they record is what they respond with on their end, and then the only thing I record is what I respond with on my end, and that's going to make things so much easier. I'm also considering you can go on to like freelancing websites like Upwork and Thumbtack and then Fiverr and just kind of like give this to them and pay them to edit it really quickly. I am like so close to doing that because I've never used Adobe Audition or Adobe Premiere. I would like to learn these things, but it's very frustrating for me because I have zero experience in it, and so I might just do like this first podcast so that I've got an idea of like of how it works. But I really want to push this off to somebody else later on. So yeah. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be wrapping up my website, adding 2 more pages to it, which should be easy because they're short and sweet. I will be figuring out what pop-up apps I want to integrate, or if I just want to use Squarespace or the MailChimp option. Freaking going back to my podcast, and then also I'll probably talk about more about this tomorrow, but I've created freebies, kind of like free cheat sheets for people to immediately download and start using and integrating, kind of like that advice and those tips and tricks to their business the minute they download it. I'm trying to figure out where I want to host those documents so that when they click to download it, they get it. And so I'm trying to figure out, do I want them to basically be able to download it immediately, or do I want it to be delivered through email? So those are kind of like things I'm starting to think about. I'm not even going to get to that today. That may be tomorrow or the day after. But that's on the horizon. And then I scheduled 3 more podcast interviews for the upcoming week, which I'm really excited about. One is in Tokyo, one is in Shanghai, and one is in Singapore. So, and more editing. So I will keep you posted. That's what I'm doing today. If you have any questions, or if there's anything you want me to go into more detail, just leave a comment below, and I will start to integrate that into my future videos. Have a great day.